Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What are we? Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. It is my lovely wife's birthday today, so we split town to get out of the rat race. But while we did that, I see that the Trump grand jury is going to take a month break. You can't make this stuff up. The insanity of our situation right now it's hard to explain to people who don't really understand what's going on. We are in a battle. The wars are raging behind the scenes. The good guys versus the bad guys. The deep state versus the people who want to take back our country. Who is going to win? Who is going to win? This picture cracked me up. Obviously, it's not real, but that's exactly what these crazy deep staters want to see. And it's not just the Democrats, by the way. It's Democrats and part of the Republican Party who's part of the deep state. Their world is dying, and we won't have those leaders much longer. I do think it will finish up this week, but this is probably a month-long delay. If the grand jury is going to take another month to decide, they already decided. I mean, the crazy woman, the head of the jury, came out and did some crazy talk on CNN, and everyone's like, what the hell is going on in America? So we'll see what happens. Who knows? It's all a game. It's all fraud. So silver won't be released until the COMEX is shut down. They might be going for another slam, might not, doesn't matter, nobody knows. Ultimately, I do think it will be silver that destroys the banking cabal, and that would be a silver run on an exchange. They'll just shut down the exchange and call it, I don't know, call it whatever they want. Force majeure, doesn't matter. They'll call it whatever they want. So Amy's working on the fire, as you can see back there. Say hi, Amy. Hey, happy birthday, Amy. Everybody says happy birthday. Can you hear them? Yeah, silver's being held down, and this is a gift. This is your final gift. This is your final gift to buy an asset that is so massively undervalued. 170 years of price suppression is about to end. This will blow away any crypto gains that were made when you first bought Bitcoin in the pennies and it went to the thousands. Silver will blow away that. The whole concept. Silver is real money. It is something you can have in your possession. And the key, I think, is that it's on the books of the United States government as the form of money. Gold and silver are already on the books. We don't need politicians to teach us that. It's already on the books. It's our constitutional money. So we don't need the government to stay intact. We don't need the World Bank or the IMF or the World Economic Forum to tell us what to do with our money. We reject all that because we already have money. But it's going to get a little silly and a little crazy because the World Economic Forum, probably the deep state within the U.S., is going to want to implement CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, that they control and are nothing resembling a good cryptocurrency. If they implemented a CBDC with all the characteristics of Bitcoin, I'd be all for it. Decentralized, a fixed amount of coinage, all the great things that make Bitcoin Bitcoin. But they would never do that because they already have that system. It's called Bitcoin. We already have Bitcoin. Why not just use Bitcoin? We will. We'll use all kinds of coins. I'm a fan of Litecoin more than Bitcoin, just as a means of exchange type of thing, and privacy of exchange with Mimblewimble. I'm a big fan of Litecoin. But we'll get that option to use it. I don't think the United States of America is going to use that. Now, here's a real there's a lot of people talking about CBDCs and a lot of people saying what's really going on behind the scenes. It's all about who controls the CBDC and how they use that control to control you. Here's a quote from this article. Naomi Wolf, who's real good at analyzing this stuff, has pointed out, however, far more than this is at stake. In the course of a discussion of the threat of vaccine passports to democracy, she writes, There's now a global push towards government-managed digital currencies. With a digital currency, if you're not a good citizen, if you pay to see a movie you shouldn't see, if you go to a play you shouldn't go to, which the vaccine passport will know because you have to scan it everywhere you go, then your revenue stream can be cut off, or your taxes can be boosted, or your bank account won't function. There is no coming back from this. If they implement CBDCs, it's over. I asked a reporter, quote, what if Americans don't adopt this? And I was asked by a reporter, and I said, you're already talking from a world that's gone if this succeeds to be rolled out. Because if we don't reject the vaccine passports, there won't be any choice. There will be no such thing as refusing to adopt it. There won't be capitalism. There won't be free assembly. There won't be privacy. There won't be a choice in anything that you want to do in life. And there will be no escape. In short, this was something from which there was no returning. If indeed there was a hill to die on, this was it. And I think we have said no to vaccine passports. Thank God. Thank God there's real information coming out and there's real people talking about this stuff. But the CBDC is just like that. The CBDC can literally cut you off wherever you are if a CBDC is ever fully implemented. Now, I'm not against using the blockchain as a form of money at all. I'm against the structure of what a central bank digital currency would be. They're going to introduce it. It's going to happen because that's the central bank. It's a standalone entity. It's not part of the government. They're probably going to do it. Now, there are people within the Federal Reserve System and the United States Treasury that won't let it happen. And I think that's, if you look at what's going on at the Mint, the U.S. Mint right now, it's clear to me that they are making massive amounts of gold and silver eagles, but they aren't selling them to the public. As a matter of fact, I did a little run on what was going on. Now, as you can see, they're only making $900,000 per month when they can make $5 million per month. And Ventress Gibson, the head of the Mint, I've been screaming this, Ventress Gibson, the head of the Mint, she has the worst record in any Mint head in the past, 10 years of how many Silver Eagles are being made. We've never seen premiums up over $10 for Silver Eagles. It's ridiculous. And that's 100% a function of the U.S. Mint not giving the authorized participants enough Silver Eagles. Yes, the authorized participants make most of that money. But it is 100% because they're not getting enough coins from the Mint and they got to keep their infrastructure going. If the Mint was giving them 5 million coins per month, the premium would be $3 or $4. That's it, over spot. Instead, it's $10 to $12 over spot. Why? Why isn't the U.S. Mint making these coins? Ventress Gibson is making about 1.3 on average since she's been in office 18 months now. 1.3 million on average every month. Whereas everybody else was doing double that or even triple that. In 2015, they did triple that. So the infrastructure is there. All the other mints around the world are making more Silver Eagles or silver coinage than the U.S. Mint is. The U.S. Mint is the only mint in the world that is limiting the amount they make. They're also the only mint in the world that is legally required to make as many coins to meet demand. We're the only country that has that law. So Ventress Gibson should be arrested right now, but she's not being arrested. So I was diving into some of the Mint stuff, and I went to the page that they have I'll show you where it is right here, the annual reports. And I've shared this with you guys before, but I found something else. In the annual report for 2022, which is the latest annual report that the Mint has issued, right on the second or third page, there she is, Ventress Gibson. Look at the second paragraph. The Mint continues to be a world leader in bullion coin production. That's not true. We're now second place behind Canada. Now this is Ventress Gibson saying this, even increasing production quantities of one of our most popular coins, the American Eagle 1 ounce silver dollar. That is a lie. Or she's just not selling them to the public. That's the key. because every single month that she's been in office, she has produced less than any past mint director on purpose. Look at 900, 900, 900. That's what the fixed number is now. 900, 900, 900. It's going to be 900 until she's booted. And then it's going to go right to 6 million, 7 million every month. As we move on to a gold and silver standard, that's what I think is happening. But I did find this, a really interesting report from the Federal Reserve that was released in October 2022. Now, everybody thinks the Fed wants to go to a CBDC. So a lot of people are saying this coin shortage was the Fed saying, the bank saying, no, this is our first stop in confiscating dollar bills and coinage. We'll just make them disappear. But then this report came out, U.S. coin circulation, the path forward. This is all about how to increase production, increase acceptance, increase visibility of the coinage system of the United States. I'm scratching my head going, wait a minute, I thought they wanted to get rid of coins. This is not what this report says. It's a very long report. I read it. I'll go right to the end. If you want to read it, it's on the U.S. Mint website. It's called U.S. Coin Supply Chain Final Report. But look at some of the recommendations that they have. While coin circulation challenge is a complex problem with few rapid or simple solutions, it also presents an opportunity for the coin ecosystem to invest in a transformative future. Together with the support of the coin ecosystem, the U.S. Mint and the Federal Reserve are committed to creating meaningful change to solve the circulation challenge and move forward toward the vision of a more transparent, resilient, and efficient ecosystem. In doing so, the ecosystem can ensure equitable access to central bank money and therefore better serve the needs of millions of U.S. customers who use cash and coin on a regular basis. Build a template to improve management of future shocks and build resilience to the ecosystem. Enhance the efficiency and reduce the societal costs of circulating coin. Engender long-term trust within the coin ecosystem with the American public. What? Is this the same central bank that is trying to destroy the cash and coins? It doesn't sound like it. Develop best-in-breed capabilities for coin management among global financial systems. I mean, this is all about how can we gain the trust of the people again, get coins out into circulation because they know what's coming. If the banks crash, cash and coin are going to be very important. I don't think Federal Reserve notes are, but definitely coinage. And it's interesting that this is coming from the Federal Reserve. Because the Federal, it says it's from the Treasury, and then it says the Federal Reserve Financial Services. What is it? I mean, those are two different things. Maybe not financial services. Maybe that's the new Federal Reserve. Who knows? But it's clearly very pro-coin. How are we going to create a world where coins are the main source of using money? Anyway, that ties 100% in with what Ventures Gibson is doing. With her declaration that they've increased production quantities of one of our most popular coins, the American Eagle 1 ounce silver dollar. Just show it to us. Ventures, come on. This is ridiculous. Anyway, I'll go round and round about that. Anyway, you want to get the coolest coin ever? Go to roadrooter.com. Hit subscribe today. We are giving out for 1 year subscription. It's $2.99 for a year, less than $1 a day. The silver Ruta Lives coin, the coolest coin ever made, double struck, hand-painted heart, individually numbered, certificate of authenticity, and we mail it out. We ship it out with every 1 year subscription or 1 year renewal. I believe this year or next year, this coin will pay for the subscription. That's my belief. It's not a guarantee, but I do think silver is way more than $299. It should be in the thousands right now. How many? We don't know because we don't have a freely traded silver market, but we're going to find out soon, I think. You need to get your hands on physical silver. Go to your local coin shop. Get as much silver as you can. If you don't have a local guy that you trust, contact our guy, Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin. Send him an email, info at milesfranklin.com. They'll send you a list of what he's got in inventory. I always recommend buy what he's got in inventory. That way you know as soon as he gets that money and it's cleared the bank, he's going to send it right to you. Mailed to your front door. So go check that out. This is Bix. I'll talk to you later.